Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these, isn't it? So I might appear less enthusiastic right now because I just recorded this entire video. Then I found out that the file was the wrong format to edit. So here we go. Round 2. Disclaimer, you might see that the camera shakes a little bit. That's because I'm currently sitting on my bed with my laptop in front of me. So whenever I move my body, the laptop also shifts slightly, so the camera will also be moving ever so slightly. Welcome back to my channel. I am Underworld Guardian. As you can see, I'm not in my normal home environment. I'm actually in my off-campus apartment. So I have Mr. Simmons in the background, and you might be able to see a corner of my Firewatch poster. So I'm not currently in the environment that you're used to, and I'm also not using the same equipment that you might be used to me using as well. So my camera might appear a little grainy on your end. Starting with my personal update, if you guys were around last summer, on my Facebook and Instagram, I posted that my grandmother unfortunately passed away. I had to spend a lot of time up in Maine, which is where she resided, helping my mom clean out her house and everything like that to get ready to put it on the market. So I lost a lot of time in terms of preparation for my senior recital and for finishing up school projects and getting ready for student teaching and all that type of stuff. So I did post a little bit during the summer, not a whole lot though, not my normal schedule, I should say. That's why I've kind of been absent for a really long time, is because I've been focusing on my senior year of college. In terms of senior year, I did perform my senior recital last fall, and you will start seeing videos slowly pop up from my senior recital. I already posted one, I think last week. It was my Undertale trio that I performed. Feel free to watch those videos. You finally get to see me playing to my best of my ability instead of just rinky-dink red versus blue song arrangements. So also, like I mentioned, prepping for student teaching, I finally did get to student teach a little bit this semester. But due to everything that's going on, it kind of got cut short. I'll talk about that in a moment. But in terms of bigger news, I got accepted to graduate school, so I'm going to be studying higher education administration, which I'm really, really excited for. I decided last fall also that that's really what I wanted to do. I really want to work with college students, not so much being a professor, but I do like being a secretary and doing secretarial work. And also the admissions side of things as well, but the coursework I'll be doing will give me a better idea of what exactly I want to do at a collegiate level. So I'm really, really excited for that, and I hope that it gives me a little bit more time than I did during my undergrad years to focus on my channel as well. So going back to my student teaching experience, I learned that I really don't like teaching the younger kids. My first placement was grades 3 through 5. The kids were great themselves, it's just I don't like the content I was teaching, but I'm not going to shy away from doing that stuff on my channel in terms of teaching you why do we do this in this time signature, what does this mean. Like, I'm not going to shy away from doing that. I just don't like teaching children that, if that makes sense. So I'm glad I found out during my student teaching year, or semester I should say, instead of actually being in the workforce finding it out. So I am grateful for that. I really did enjoy working with my co-op during this last half of the semester. Because of the coronavirus, my student teaching has got cut short. I was supposed to be starting my second placement this past week with a local high school, but because the virus has shut down not only my university but all the K through 12 schools as well, I'm unable to student teach. They're actually telling us not to student teach even if the school does open up. Just don't do it. So I'm missing out on the second half of student teaching this semester, and that also means that I'm losing a lot of my senior moments. No, my memory's not fading. I'm not that old, even though I did joke with my students that I am pretty old. But like my senior moments, including like my last concerts that I would be performing as an undergraduate student, same with my couple banquets that I had, conferences that I was attending as a senior. So I am really sad that it got cut short, and a lot of my friends as well who are also seniors feel like that we got gypped. We didn't really get to say goodbye to anybody. Like a couple of my really good best friends, like they live like really far away, so like the chances of me being able to hang out with them is really, really slim. So it's really kind of depressing that I might have had my last chance to see them for a really long time, and we didn't really know that this was going to happen. So it's sad, but let's look on the bright side of things. Because of this downtime that I have, I do get to spend more time on the channel. And by channel, I do not mean playing my Switch, which I bought for Christmas, or I bought it, but my mom paid me back, so I can play Switch now. I've been playing Pokemon for this last week, and now I should not. So yeah, hopefully I'll be spending more time on the channel, and not just like lollygagging in my room doing nothing for the next couple months. Speaking of my channel, you're probably wondering why my setup's a little different, why I'm sitting on my bed instead of being at a desk at my computer. It's because my computer is old and it refuses to run anything that's office related with the exception of the operating system. My friend dissected the problem, but like he can't find anything, so he just said you might as well just do a hard reboot and see what happens, and I'm like, no thank you. I heard to do this on this computer like 5 times already. I'm done. So the tower is roughly around 10 years old. That's my guess. So I'm really hoping by the time summer hits I can buy a new tower. If you would like to support in me getting a new tower, you can pledge through Patreon, whether it be $1 or $20, because I know we're in a really weird situation right now in regards to Corona and being forced to stay home. If you can pledge. If you can't, I'm totally, like, I'm not gonna, like, be mad or anything. I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to or physically can't, because I completely understand. I don't have jobs right now because the university's closed, so I can't work my on-campus job, and my other job is being a substitute teacher. Can't do that because schools are closed. So I completely understand where you guys are coming from in terms of that aspect, but if you can support, it's all appreciated in the end. Or supporting in any way possible is always appreciated. In terms of my Patreon, I will be updating my tiers. So like if you pledge $1, this is what you get here. If you pledge $2, this is what you get there. I'm updating those. So feel free to give your suggestions on what would be a good reward for being a patron on my Patreon. What you guys would like to see, and what would entice you more to be a patron on Patreon. So let me know down in the comments what you guys would be interested in seeing. And this also leads to my next point. I will be doing a whole rebranding process, because for those who know me personally or a little bit better than others, I do have other facets that I am creative in. So I do have obviously my YouTube channel. I have an Etsy/Redbubble account, and I also am looking at publishing a book, and also to get into photography a little bit. I'm trying to combine all my creative outlets under one name, so it's not like you search 4 different names. It's run by the same person, but it's just 4 different names and different content. So that will be coming out soon. I will not be making a new channel for this, because the content is going to be remaining the same. So even if it's under a different name, Underworld Guardian will still be all about music. Maybe I'll add a gaming channel at some point. So all of that stuff will remain the same. It's just the logo and name will be changing. So you can still refer to me as Guardian, but the channel name will be changing. So I will be referring to myself as a different name once that happens. The changes will be slowly occurring, so it's not going to literally happen overnight. Probably the final processes will be changing the name and the logo. So I'll let you know when that's roughly going to be happening. It all corresponds with when I finish a website that I'm building, because I want everything to be perfect on there and for it to be perfectly linked before I mesh everything together. I want to make sure everything works, everything looks good before I finally make the turnover to this rebranding. So hopefully the rebrand will help streamline everything, make everything less confusing, and also boost the brand in general that I'm trying to create with all my creative outlets that I have going on. In the end, after this entire update video, I just want to thank you guys for sticking around. I know I've been kind of absent the last 2 years because junior and senior year are really, like, if I have juniors and seniors out there who are college students, you probably understand what I'm going through. It's a lot going on, like looking at what you're going to do next in your life. The courses are a lot harder. You get more involved with what you're doing on campus. Like, I can speak for that myself. My freshman and sophomore year, I was totally not as involved as I am now or was in during my junior and senior year, so I had a lot less downtime to do the things I really liked to do. So I am fortunate that this COVID-19 outbreak did occur, because now I get to spend more time with you guys because I'm being forced to stay in my apartment. So I do get to spend a little bit more time doing things that I don't really get to do a whole lot because of my degree program and just being involved on campus and stuff. I am thankful for that, and I am thankful for you guys. I know we're right on the border of hitting 550 subscribers on the YouTube channel, so thank you guys for sticking around. If you've been sharing my posts or finding them, thank you guys for enjoying my content. If there's a type of video that you do want to see in the future, if you want me to bring Song of the Week back, if you want me to try doing vlogs to the best of my ability, because I'm really only going to be staying in my room. I know it's much more interesting to see a day in the life of a music student when there's actually music thing happening. But if there's a certain type of video you want me to talk about, or if there's music from a certain game or movie you want me to discuss, I'm more than happy to look into it. I can't say that it's going to happen immediately, but I'm more than happy to write it in my journal as a video to do in the future. All in all, thank you guys for being great subscribers. And I apologize for my long absence. It feels good to finally make this video. So with that, keep practicing to the best of your abilities given the circumstances, and I'll see you guys real soon. Underworld Guardian, out.